Newsay's Heather Walker is live at Newaygo High School with what we know so far. Heather?
I just spoke with investigators. They tell me as we speak, search warrants are taking place in the area. They would not specify where they're taking place or whose homes or businesses are being searched. We do expect to get an update here soon, but here's what we know so far. That explosive device was a homemade device, not a firework as initially reported by the school. Investigators do not believe that the student who brought that device to school had any ill intentions. They didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's what the initial investigation is telling police at this time. Now, here's what else we know. Police tell us that the student brought that device to school. The student is 16 years old. They detonated that device in the classroom, intentionally setting it off. The student who did that is the most seriously hurt. 4 other students taken to the hospital by their parents. A teacher also checked out at the hospital. Those injuries all being described as minor. This explosion happened just before 9 o'clock, forcing the high school to be evacuated and students to be sent home for the day. The focus of the investigation is now on what exactly was in that device and why did the student bring it to school. We do know, after speaking to investigators, that this was not a school project or assignment in any way associated to the school. This was something that the student did on their own. We did get an update a short time ago from investigators. Here's what they had to say.
It was an isolated incident, and it was not intended to hurt people. We do not believe. It's under investigation, so we have new facts coming in, but it was definitely not something that he intended to have happen.
Do you think it was an accident that he had it with him, or an accident that it went off? Do you know at this point?
It's still a little too early to determine exactly what an intent was or what the circumstances were surrounding the incident with the student. It is under investigation. The interviews are being conducted. An additional investigation is ongoing at this time until we have answers to those kinds of questions as to why it was brought into the school in the first place. We don't believe that it was any kind of malicious intent on behalf of the student.
As I mentioned, right now as we speak, search warrants are taking place, which should shed more light on this situation, giving us more answers. We do expect an update from police at 6 o'clock, so look forward to that. In the meantime, we are waiting to hear from Newaygo High School to see if they will resume classes tomorrow.